Good morning, bed made. Good morning. Just blended up my coffee with my 5 drops of 5% Lugol's iodine, 2 tablespoons of Kerrygold unsalted butter, a little bit of pumpkin spice, and a little scoop of mushroom powder for my thyroid. Pour it into my cup and get started on. So good, so good. It took some adjustment to get used to the butter instead of my heavy cream or half and half or coconut milk. I've done so many different things over the past 7 years. But I am feeling better, and I can tell a big difference. It's been about 3.5 weeks now with no dairy, and I can tell a difference in my thyroid. It doesn't hurt. It's not as sensitive. It doesn't get as swollen up. So definitely a big difference. And a lot of times when I'm making things, like I got a lot of things that I got to make today, but when you see me make things, just know that some of these things, like the Dr. Kilt's ice cream, that's not for me because I'm not doing dairy. So anyway, we got a big day ahead, and I'm still in my jammies. I need to go and get dressed and get ready for the day. We have a grocery haul to share this morning with you. We had to run out and do 2 pickups. One is Walmart and the other one is Aldi. And this is going to be a little bit of a pantry restock video as well. Good morning, Miss Grace. This is going to be a little bit of a pantry restock as well. So I'm going to go through, show you what we got for the week or so, and show you what's going in the pantry. Okay, so the first thing we got that was a little bit different for us. This is probably the first time in a long time, but I picked up some boneless chicken breast tenderloins, and I have a special recipe that I'm going to use these for. It's kind of a casserole recipe for church this Sunday, so that's what I got them for, and I'll be sure to bring y'all along when we make that this week. Next up is my Kerrygold unsalted butter, and I use that in my coffee every morning instead of milk. No liquid dairy for me because I'm trying to heal my thyroid, and also no cheese dairy. So the butter is the only dairy, if you will, that I am using at this point for thyroid health. Anyway, we got 2 big things of the Land O'Lakes half and half, and my kids use these with their berries in a cup and kind of eat it like cereal, and they also use it, my older ones, in their coffee in the mornings. Next up, we got 2 of these Simply Nature salsas. I like this salsa. It does not have sugar in it, and it is organic. It comes in at a great price, so I've been buying that salsa from Aldi's for a long time now. Next up is our tomato paste, and I like to use this for lots of different purposes, as you've seen in the past. I used it to make our zero sugar barbecue sauce last week. I've also used it to make zero sugar ketchup, and I also just use it in roasts and different things like that. Next up is sour cream, and my children enjoy some sour cream, and it was fun to have it this week on our tacos. We did a big taco night, and that was really fun too. I got a thing of cottage cheese because cottage cheese is great for baking. So I attempted to make a chocolate cake this week, and it didn't turn out exactly like I wanted it to. So I'm going to reattempt some type of cupcakes or cake type thing. And cottage cheese is the perfect ingredient for anything cakey, cupcakey, muffiny on keto or carnivore. Next up is the Simply Nature plain yogurt, and it is unsweetened. And my children enjoy it with some berries. My husband enjoys it once in a while as well, just plain. Got some butter. This is just some regular salted butter, and just for all the purposes. So next up is 4 containers of eggs, and we are waiting on our chickens to start relaying their eggs again, but in the meantime, picked up some eggs.
So these Egg Life wraps were a tremendous hit. I know a couple of people in the comments said they did not prefer the texture of them because they're a little spongy. But I got this tip from Kelly Hogan. She likes her Egg Life wraps as well. They're still pricey on Amazon. I checked again. They're pricey on Walmart online, but they are pretty reasonable for a healthy wrap. Healthy wraps are expensive. Doesn't matter what you're doing. If you're doing gluten-free or just simple ingredient wraps, they're gonna be expensive, but these are right in the normal range for healthy choices of wraps. And these were great. We fried these up in butter and just toasted them on both sides in a frying pan and then used them as our tacos, and they were tremendous. Everybody loved them. Really, really good. So we ended up getting some of this roasted garlic and herb as well this week because Big Tex was saying he would really like this. So we're gonna try them out. Just got some string mozzarella cheese. My kids like these as snacks in the fridge, and one package of Monterey Jack cheese. I still have a whole drawer full of cheese from last week in the refrigerator, so we didn't have to buy much cheese at all this week, which is really great.
So I'm going to use, so we don't use these in our cobblers and stuff like peach cobbler, and this is going to be in next time we do it.
Mm-hmm. And you also use them in what?
For
smoothies.
Smoothies and just plain with milk.
Yeah, and just some milk in a cup with a little bit of berries. That's like your snack, either breakfast time or bedtime, right? You put a little bit of berries in a cup. With some half and half, right? We got some mangoes, and mangoes are definitely off the normal for us, but I had a child special requesting mangoes for a little while now, and so we picked some up, and they'll probably just put them, I don't know, with some milk.
I usually have them plain.
Just plain.
They're sweeter now.
Yeah, just defrost them and put some plain in a cup. Okay, and then blueberries, of course. The non-organic blueberries, just these regular ones, my kids prefer this brand over the Walmart brand. Walmart is just a couple pennies cheaper if you get the big 48-ounce bags, but I didn't mind supporting Aldi for just a couple pennies more. And then this is the berry medley. I'm really excited about this too, also for
So when I'm saying cobbler, it's kind of like a keto crisp is what I'm talking about. So we just take almond flour and melted butter and just like a couple things and just stir it all together. I will leave that recipe for you when we make that again. But that turned out really, really good the other night. And I baked the peaches in, and I've done it with apples too for Sunday fellowship meals. So just butter, a little bit of cinnamon, a little bit of vanilla, and bake them, and a little bit of brown sugar swerve. I'm going to update y'all on the brown sugar swerve too, because I thought I was saving money by making my own with molasses, and I was like, well, I don't mind a little bit of the sugar from the molasses if we're saving money, but I was not saving money. That was my mistake. So for those of you math wizards out there, that's not saving money, price per ounce when you add that in. So just buy the brown sugar swerve. And there's also other ones too, if you're looking for whatever your sweetener of choice is, whether it's erythritol or allulose. I have one coming that is a brown sugar allulose. There's a lot of great information out right now on allulose. A lot of doctors talking about it. So in the keto field, carnivore field, and outside of that field as well, there's a lot of doctors talking about allulose. So I like to really research my sugar substitutes, but there's also like a brown sugar monk fruit. So it just really depends on what you want to do with it.
Next up is keto chocolate chip dark chocolate, and we use these in cookies, all kinds of stuff. Reese cups,
yep, the fat bombs, and then for dipping fruit into. Yep, we like that.
So this is for our keto crisp walnuts.
It's for our topping.
For the topping. And so
okay, go to the next thing.
Next up is our
marinara sauce.
marinara sauce.
Yeah, and that's sugar-free.
Sugar-free.
And we use that for meatballs.
Meatballs.
And I don't know.
Chicken.
Yeah, whatever. All different things.
Next up is our canned chicken.
Canned chicken. You guys like this. So this is shredded canned chicken, and it's just so convenient. It's just like having tuna fish on hand, and my little ones like it in their chicken gumbo that they make. And also you can put a little sour cream or cream cheese in it and mix that up, put some seasonings, and use it in a wrap, which is really good. Next up is our Rotel replacement. So it's just diced tomatoes and green chilies, and we like that. We used that just on our tacos the other night, and it was really good. So I think that's it, Grace. That's a wrap. What are you doing?
Holding my teeth back.
He's laying upside down. Oh, pick him up. He trusts you so much. Aww. You want to tell everybody his name?
His name's Trooper.
Trooper. We are outside enjoying some sunshine, and it is beautiful out here. Just outside enjoying some sunshine with the puppies and Trooper, the kitty cat. The sun just feels so good. It's been cold for a little while, and
Mommy.
we're enjoying it. It's lunchtime, and my steak is calling my name. So I put a nice big steak in here, and I'm gonna take it out. I like to do it halfway, and then I flip it and then do the other half. And so there is my beautiful steak. I'm gonna put a little bit of Redmond's real salt on it, and I'm gonna enjoy. Ground beef, a lot of just our own cuts from our own cows. And I always encourage everybody, if you can find a farmer, even if you have to travel a couple hours to go and get a whole cow or half a cow, get some freezers set up. It is so worth it to do that and have all of your beef for the long haul all put away, or whatever it is that you're doing. If you are doing pork or lamb or whatever, it's so worth it. Just peace of mind to have all of your meat done. And then in the weekly groceries shopping, I'm not buying meat for the most part. I do buy some chicken here and there, but for the most part, I'm not buying meat at all because it's in our freezer ready to go. So good. It's lunchtime for the kids, and I had some extra taco meat from the other night, and we're trying out for the first time this garlic and herb wrap. This is the egg white wrap. So crazy though how they like puff up and bubble and do everything like a wheat wrap, but it's just eggs and xanthan gum, and you can make them with just egg whites and beef gelatin too. It's gonna taste amazing. Okay, so hold on one second. I'm gonna get this taco put together, and then I'm gonna show you. We're making enchiladas for dinner tonight. Okay, so we put the taco together, and we got a little Colby Jack, a little salsa, a little sour cream, and then Tex is gonna take a little bite here. I'll hold your plate and let us know. Is that so good? So good. Okay, go sit at the table and enjoy your lunch. Okay, so I'm getting my beef all ground up for my enchiladas tonight. So excited. I haven't made enchiladas forever. I made up my own little seasoning mixture. So I'm just dumping that onto my beef, and Don't worry, I'm going to leave the recipe for you below in the description, but know that I tweak it and kind of make it my own too, as I'm sure you all will do as well. I have little ones and they don't really like spice super a lot, so I have to always be mindful of that. And then I'm going to share with you my secret sauce of what I'm going to use for my enchilada sauce. Okay, so I'm getting my beef all ground up for my enchiladas tonight. So excited. I haven't made enchiladas forever. I made up my own little seasoning mixture. So I'm just dumping that onto my beef. And don't worry, I'm going to leave the recipe for you below in the description, but know that I tweak it and kind of make it my own too, as I'm sure you all will do as well. I have little ones and they don't really like spice super a lot, so I have to always be mindful of that. And then I'm going to share with you my secret sauce of what I'm going to use for my enchilada sauce. So excited.
More taco. Mm. Mm.
So I'm spread this out in the bottom of my pan, and I might even add a little bit of water to it so it just really coats the bottom of this pan really nicely, and that way it won't stick as they bake up. So let me just, okay, so that's perfect. It's nice and saucy layer in the bottom of your pan. If you're using store-bought enchilada sauce, I would just look at the ingredients and make sure that you're comfortable with them, and or just make it yourself. It's really simple. So now the next step is I'm just going to take my egg life wraps and I am going to fill them, these little babies, with a little bit of my ground beef that I made up and seasoned with my little seasoning mix. So I'm just putting a little bit of ground beef in there, just like that. And now down here, I have blended up some Monterey Jack cheese and some Colby Jack cheese. And I'm just gonna mix that together just lightly. And then just because I like it, I'm gonna top these enchiladas after I'm done with the final sauce layer. I'm just gonna sprinkle a little bit of this hard Parmesan just on the top because I like it. So that's what we're gonna do. But first, let me get one of these little babies made up. So I'm just wrapping this up nice and tight, and then you'll just want to put them in your pan with your sauce in it, seam side down. So where the seam is, we're just gonna put that side down. Okay, so there's all my 8 little enchilada babies in there, and now I'm just going to top them with a little bit more of our homemade sauce and then cheese and then Parmesan. Okay, so I'm gonna be baking these uncovered for 20 to 25 minutes on 375. And I think they're going to be amazing. If you're sensitive to red sauce or can't do tomatoes at all, you could also do this recipe with a white sauce and either use beef or chicken. I think that would be fantastic. I'm kind of really excited to try this recipe with stuffing the tortillas with chicken and then doing a white sauce and maybe some green chilies. I think that would be really good. You could also do a twist on this recipe and do an Italian stuffed tortillas, and you could stuff them like manicotti, and that would be really good. You could stuff them inside with meatballs and kind of do like a tortilla lasagna kind of thing. There's so many options here. I'm really excited about these egg life wraps, as you can tell. And like I said, there is a recipe where you can make them yourself too. And we might try that out as well. But anyway, so excited. Here they go in the oven. You got it? All right. 20 minutes. We'll do 20 minutes and then we'll check it. It said 20 to 25, so. So my enchiladas are out of the oven. I'm just gonna let them sit here and set up, and they will be enjoyed by everybody tonight, I'm sure. I had that giant steak. My husband just got home from work. He's having a giant steak, but this is just a way to just give you some inspiration that maybe if other people in your family want a little more diversity in things, or you got to go somewhere or prepare a meal ahead of time, it's just a great. I did decide to just go ahead and take a little taste of my enchiladas, so I put some sour cream there on the side, and it would be good with some salsa on it too. But anyway, I'm gonna taste it.
Today was a truly beautiful day and just a blessed day to be alive and enjoy God's creation and my children. And actually, this whole past year has been a tremendously blessed year. And I've just really appreciated life and health and just the simple things of being around my family and my children and being on our farm and walking down the road and enjoying my puppies and snuggling with them. Here's some video of our family when we were on vacation. And 2024 was just an amazing year, and I could totally be present and enjoy our vacation and my children, and wasn't consumed with anxiety or food noise or insecurities or anything. I was just able to be there and just enjoy them. And I know food isn't 100% the answer to everything, but it really has amazed me this past year of just how much of an impact what we put into our bodies has on our brain health and our mental capacity, just to how we see the world day to day. And I just sat here that day on vacation and enjoyed watching my children and just watching them have fun and swim and relax and just being in that moment, because these moments are so fleeting. And I know as my oldest one got married this year that these moments too will pass quickly, and so I just treasure them all the more in my heart. Thank y'all for being here. Have a blessed day.